Well, the first question that we're all asking over here is about the Ohio State question.
Okay.
Basically, will Urban Meyer retire for good or coach again?
I don't know. I guess my speculation would be he's relatively young to be retiring. He's done this before. I guess that I would look at Bob Stoops and Bob Stoops stepping down at Oklahoma, and we keep waiting for Bob Stoops to come back. And I know that there have been rumors about Bob Stoops. If Dabo Sweeney left Clemson, would Bob Stoops go there? And Stoops said, no, that's not happening here. Coaches rarely retire and stay retired. They're like boxers. They're just waiting for somebody to call them. But Bill Cowher realized he had a great job at CBS and stayed there. Gruden couldn't stay retired from coaching. Jimmy Johnson found out that he got a good gig there at Fox, and why would you give that up? Man, he seems like one of the happiest guys I've ever met. But is Urban, Urban's one of those that he feels like he only coaches. Now, he may go back to ESPN and be an analyst. I wouldn't be surprised right after the Rose Bowl if he steps right into the booth or on the set with the game day guys and analyzes the Final Four national title game. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Does that mean he wants to go back to that? I have no idea. I don't know Urban. We've had him on many times. I believe we'll have him on one more time here before he decides to step down. And it feels like there's semantics going on. Is he stepping down or is he retiring? Because I've seen different stories that will say he's stepping down, final game, retiring. Now, retiring has some finality to it. Stepping down doesn't mean you're going to be walking away from coaching. Final game at Ohio State. Once again, dealing with semantics here. I go back to Paul Feinbaum on Urban Meyer. This is after the loss to Purdue, where they lost 49-20. And Feinbaum's been suggesting, as I have, that he thought that Urban Meyer was done for the season. I remember earlier in the year, even when he came back after everything that happened, and I thought that he probably should have been suspended the entire season, or at least half the season there. But he came back, and I just thought he does not look like he's happy. He looked miserable. And then we find out there's health issues there. But this is what Feinbaum said after the Purdue loss. I just don't think Urban Meyer has the makeup to deal with much more adversity. I think it's who Urban Meyer is when things get tough. He runs away and quits. Well, if it's health related, I don't know if you're running away and quitting. As far as everything that's gone on at Ohio State prior to the start of this season, yeah, there was a lot of baggage there.
Everyone's going to speculate on this until Urban Meyer speaks. But I wonder if a guy like Urban Meyer saw that 3-game suspension and looks at a guy like Pitino and says, you know what, I may have escaped one last time here, and my career is going to end as a pretty well-respected coach, very successful, and I don't want to go out like Rick Pitino. And I may have gotten a hall pass this year, and maybe I could leave on my own terms. Coaches always coach. He's going to coach again someday. That's what they do. The odds are
I don't know.
It's an anomaly to not coach.
Yeah, but how many have health issues? Like, he's got a cyst in his brain. Pitino didn't have that. You know, that's what has to be factored in, and I think that's the hard thing to handicap here with Urban Meyer. How healthy is he? Because I didn't think he looked healthy at all on the sidelines. And he wore his health on his sleeve this year. I'm watching, you know, I am at the Ohio State-Michigan game, and I'm on Michigan's sideline as far as the stands go, looking at Urban. I watched him for probably a quarter of the game. I'm just watching to see how he's almost reacting on the sidelines. And he was demonstrative. He was animated. He was bending at the hip. He had his head down. I mean, he just didn't look healthy. And I think that would be the key as you move forward. And what is Urban Meyer? He's not even 55. So you would think there might be another opportunity. You know, the speculation's already started that, well, hey, what about him going to the Cleveland Browns? I'd be the most shocked person on the planet if Urban Meyer coaches in the NFL. Although it would be kind of interesting to have him coaching Baker Mayfield after Mayfield planted the flag at Ohio State after Oklahoma beat the Buckeyes. I don't see that happening. You want more headaches? You want more problems? You want less job security? Come on down, coach in the NFL.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.